Reports sparked outrage from local state Republicans, some of whom are calling for Commissioner Zucker to resign. But what about our local Democrats who have been longtime supporters of Governor Cuomo? Here's 2 on your side's Rob Hackford.
Generally, you look for your government to make the right decisions for the people. And clearly, that did not happen.
Buffalo Assemblywoman Crystal Peoples-Stokes says the AG's office deserves, in her words, a kudos for investigating how the State Department of Health was counting nursing home deaths.
She actually is the people's attorney, and she has done the people's work here.
The report found a larger number of nursing home residents died from COVID-19 than first reported by the state. So when I asked about who was to blame,
I don't think this is a time to point blame. There's clearly been a consistent problem with nursing homes in the state of New York, even prior to.
And she pointed to the lack of guidance from the federal government. The state health department did clarify the overall number of deaths remains the same. However, the AG's conclusion is how the state chose to present those deaths may not have painted an accurate picture for nursing homes. Do you agree with that argument that this isn't, necessarily an undercount according to the state DOH, but more an argument about allocation?
Well, I hear their argument on the allocation because that's real. We know what happened at the federal level. It's not a surprise. I, again, don't want to say this is necessarily anybody's fault, but it's our fault when people die and they didn't have to. And so I think that we do need to find solutions to make sure that that doesn't happen again.
On Thursday, Assemblyman Pat Burke also tweeted his own response to the report, saying he's demanded transparency and accountability for the decisions that led to the COVID-19 deaths in nursing homes, adding that loved ones deserve answers. His thread continues. New York has shown leadership during the pandemic while the previous federal administration abandoned its responsibilities. But the failures New York made need to be acknowledged and examined, something Peoples-Stokes says she also agrees with and that the Assembly should take up. In Buffalo, Rob Hackford, Channel 2 News.